Hey there, everybody. In my last couple videos, I covered my thoughts on starting up and beginning and becoming better at things that you've always wanted to do. And, well, I mean, this is something I've always wanted to do. Uh, not sweeping and talking, but more just talking to others and trying to help however I may, you know. And this, I figure, is more than likely the best way that I can help anybody right now. Now, we've gone over starting to do things and my, I suppose, vision of how to make improvements to things in life, how to grow, I suppose. Starting, and how difficult it can be to start, and why it's so important to do so. Because you never grow if you don't start. And you never shine if you don't start to polish. So, really, all of that was, I suppose, my method of motivating myself. And it's just sort of kicked in recently. I'm not 100% sure why or how, but I'm grateful for it. And if my words help you, I'm more than happy about that. Oh, my earbuds are trying to fall out again. Well, let's see if I can do this without ending this. Good. Last time I accidentally bumped them, and apparently that decided to stop my recording. Not last time, but a few videos ago. I deleted those videos because, well, I mean, they were the bloopers. I didn't delete them, I just took them down from YouTube once I had watched them and realized, hey, these are the bloopers. And hey, I mean, I'm gonna post them later. I am. I still said a lot of what I was trying to say. It's just, didn't make as much sense because I was fading in and out and it's not very audible. But I think it was pretty funny. Sorry, I had to put some strapping that I picked up from the floor in the trash. One subject that I've always wanted to cover, share with others and stuff, is the subject of, I suppose, being yourself. Like, it upsets me when others that I'm conversing with or talking to, they're trying to impress or trying to be someone who they personally are not and don't really want to be, People put on personas, and I've done it before. I have. I'm not gonna say that I haven't done something. I've invented all kinds of ideas about characters that I play, and think it's time to sort of evolve out of that phase. It's always bothered me when people do it in person, but I was like, it's just an online persona. It's just this, it's just that. It's really more than that. It's an admission that I, as an individual, was not fully confident in who I am. And while that may sound like something that a lot of people go through, it's also not really, in my opinion at least, a reason to not be yourself. Me, I'm goofy. I'm not trying to seem particularly goofy right now because I'm being serious about things, but I've been known to do voices and play around and be fun. But I have, in the past, tried to pass myself off as naturally being a serious person, which I'm not. I was born on April 1st. I was born on April Fool's Day. And that might not really make sense to everyone around the world if I have any international viewers at any point. But I was born on a day that basically is a holiday wherein friends, family, strangers, and loved ones all pull pranks, practical jokes, and such. And it's not really something that defines me as an individual. I'm not really much of a prankster, I don't really feel. But I do love a good joke. And I love to be silly and goofy and do voices and play and make people laugh. Because there's not some magical moment when you become an adult. There's no time in your life when you stop being who you were when you were a kid. I mean, there are always circumstances that can cause a reaction that you have and cause you to feel stresses and outside influences that change who you are because of the reactions that you have. Trauma can do this to people. And it's a lot harder to be yourself when you feel the need to protect that same self from others. It can be really hard to step back out and say, this is who I am. And people don't have to accept you. You don't have to accept others if you don't want to. But me, I personally believe that learning who someone really is on the inside, what they stand for, what they want, what they've always wanted to do, what they find to be important, find to be fun, things that they like to do, things that they like to see. It's fascinating. Basically, you can put on whatever persona that you like. And that's fine. But in the end, I think that it's more important that others know the real you. Would you rather be remembered for what you acted like? Or would you rather be remembered for who you are? Personally, I think I'd rather be remembered for who I am. So, I'll probably open up a little bit more as I go along and let my goofier side show a little bit more as time goes on. I've got a very wide vocal range, so I can go pretty high. So maybe I'll show that off a little bit. If anybody likes it, then they can say, "Oh, that's great." Or if they don't like it, then they can say, "Oh, that sucks." Oh, I already let some slip, huh? Yeah. Just, to me, it doesn't matter what others think of who I am. But I want to be someone that is genuine, I guess. And so here I am, just saying what comes to my mind. That's all I got really right now, at least for this subject. It might not have been quite as detailed, and it might have been a little bit more all over the place than the others, but better than nothing.